This is PodCATS, the pod about cats. I am your host, TV's Kevin Lanigan, and with me in the very professional studio today is a double hyphenate, a comedian and dancer. You might know them from their shows like The Mess with Jesse Roth. This is the titular Jesse Roth.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi to the studio.
Welcome. Say hi to all of your fans.
Shh. Calm down. Stop.
Please. Thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
This is exciting. We've had a lot of people in the same circle. We, of course, have had the illustrious Matt Rain, the most requested guest on the show.
People requested for him to be on
People requested for him to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they started bringing it on. I don't want you to feel offended by that.
It's okay. I asked to be on the podcast, and that's how you do business in this town.
That's the only way I've been done for anything. I mean, the only way I get booked on shows is if I happen to be at the venue and somebody drops out last minute and they're like, oh can you come on and do this show real fast?
Great.
That is exclusively how I get booked.
You hop on.
Yeah.
Great.
Exciting. Welcome to the show.
Right.
So I gotta ask you the introductory question that we ask everybody.
Okay.
What is your history, if any, with the Broadway musical Cats?
Yes, I have one. I've seen 2 productions of it, and I saw them in the same year. And it was when I was in college, I believe, and then I think I was home for the summer or something. I don't know the timeline. It definitely was while I was in college, while I was in school, and I saw like a high school, college-esque age production of it. I think that one first. And then the performance at the Pantages in Los Angeles, which is like the Broadway of LA, I guess. But yeah, I saw 2 productions of it pretty close together. And that's like it. So I'm a person who has seen Cats. I don't particularly think about the musical a lot. But
you're not
like
staying up nights just thinking about the
like
Cats.
As a fan. Like I have other musicals that I like more, but when the trailer dropped, I was like, I've seen this. I've got to see this movie.
What are your musicals? Who are your guys?
Yeah. Well, like I really like. I think I like Next to Normal.
Okay.
What else? I really like Seussical, which as I was listening to this today, I was like, we love Seussical, and that's all a bunch of nonsense. It's just like nonsense words and an elephant sitting on an egg and stuff. But I love Seussical. It's a really good musical. And
Notice Me Horton.
Yes, and I've like done musicals in my time, and I like all those. I've done Fiddler on the Roof as a young teen, but yes, I think Next to Normal was one of the first musicals that I would like listen to the soundtrack. I think I also listened to the Wicked soundtrack once because I was like, I guess I have to.
Everyone does it once.
I was like, everyone likes Wicked. I guess I should know this. But I like musical theater. I'm not like a super fan. I'm more of an actor, but I appreciate it. And this is as a dance show. The first time I saw this, I was like, wow, the dancing.
This is 100% a dance show. Whereas you can get out of a My Fair Lady or even most of a Fiddler without a tremendous amount of dancing. Yes. There's some choreography, but there's not a lot of, shall I quote unquote, dancing.
Yes, yeah. Listening to some of these songs, I was like, boring. Where's the singing? But they're dancing.
Right. There's a 2-minute dance break in the middle of every song,
and yet to listen to, you're just like, I imagine something good's happening.
I bet in a visual medium, there's something special going on here.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Do you just want? We got a little bit to cover. We have multiple songs because you. From the litany of options still available, you selected the beginning of the show.
Yes, because I think that's it. Is people? I think people are so confused by Cats and are like, "What's Cats about? I don't get it." But they explain it in like a couple songs, right, leading up to it. They're like, "Here's the deal." And I love that. It's just so clear. Whereas other musicals, you're like, okay, there's a story, and I'm getting to these characters, and like something happens. But no, Cats says, hey, this is the rule, and now we're all going to introduce ourselves, and then It's very simple.
That's it. This is almost a more clear introduction than any other musical gets. Very few. Les Mis does not stop at the beginning and say, this is the French Revolution, this is who is in charge, this is all the players. You just start unrolling this story.
Yes.
But people don't claim to be as confused by that. But Cats stops right at the beginning, 2 songs in, and they're like, here's the whole deal, here's what we're all doing, here's why we're all here, we're staging our LinkedIn profiles to be elected for reincarnation.
Yeah, exactly. And I think people are like, what? But, whereas, some musicals start like right in the action, and you're like, okay, I gotta put the pieces together myself. But no, why can't you just enjoy the simplicity of every cat getting a song? Each cat has a name that nobody else has in the world. That was what I got out of the naming of cats. I was like, they're really adamant about the names being unique.
So they have the cat. They have 3 different names, of course. We all know this.
Oh, yes.
Cats have one name that their owners call them.
Yes.
And it can be
Spike.
Shadow, all the, Mittens, all those classic names. Lots of cats share those names.
Yes.
Then they have their, true name. The one, inscribed on their being. And that is unique to every cat.
Yes.
But then they also have, a secret name that no one can ever know.
Oh, yes! They mention that.
Yeah.
I missed that.
There's a lot of dense mythology.
Yeah.
This is harder to unpack than, the beginning of The Lord of the Rings, where she's like, all right, 7 rings went to these guys, and then 9 rings, they went over here.
Yeah.
We got 3 over here. Just stay with me here. You need all of this to get to the first bit of action.
Yeah. Did the secret names ever come into play later?
No, it's not. There's no significant plot about the secret names.
I know, that'd be fun if in each of their songs they, let slip their secret name for a second, and they're like, but that's my secret.
Ooh, you can't. Ooh.
Yeah, but I missed that 3rd name part.
It's because you're talking about the naming of cats, which is a 3-minute spoken word piece.
Yeah, I was like that. I was listening to it on the bus, and I was like, this is weird to listen to. I was feeling scared.
And the choreography is usually just all the cats slowly approaching the front of the stage.
The physicality is quite actually frightening. And I think that's the part I'm most excited to see in the movie. Is the CGI and such.
I want to see all of that business. But you're right that this you're expressing about Cats a lot of how I feel about, say, Lost or most fantasy movies where people are like, I don't understand. Who are this? What's happening? I'm like, literally, they stopped and explained it to you.
Yeah.
They laid it all out.
Yeah.
Do you want to dive on in? Is it time?
Yes.
We have a couple songs to cover.
Oh, yes.
Okay, are we going to skip the overture?
Oh, we better.
Okay, good.
I wrote, because, I started taking notes in real time. I was like, the overture is so boring.
Always skip the overture.
Yeah.
It's just songs you'll hear later.
Yes. Sometimes for shows it can be kind of, fun, because, they're kind of bouncy, but this was just skipped it.
It's just music for people to get to their seats, too.
Let's listen.
So let's...
5-minute prologue.
This 5-minute prologue, Jellicle songs for Jellicle cats.
Yes. Are we allowed to talk over it?
Oh, yes. And we're going to stop it.
I love the horns.
They're beautiful. And
in general, it's it's not about bops, about good songs. It's telling the story and the music kind of is cat-like,
Yeah, and you can't help but picture little skittering and people stepping out from the curtains.
Yes.
Can you see in the dark? Dare you look at a king? Would you sit on his throne? Can you save your bite that it's worse than your bark? Are you cock of the walk?
So this whole run is what I call the oh fuck moment, where if you are a Midwestern dad and you're on vacation with your family in New York and you're like, fine, yeah, we'll go see a Broadway show, we're in New York, and then this starts happening, you're like, oh no, how long is this show? And I think things pick up almost immediately after this.
Yeah.
But if I'm Joe and I work at the hardware store and this starts happening, I'm looking for the exits. I'm trying to see how many drink carts are available to me.
Yes. Now I'm trying to recall my memories of when I actually saw it, and I definitely was Okay, that cat said something. Oh, okay. What? They have questions.
I've seen an okay number of musical theater shows, and sometimes you're like, all right, I'm interested. We're getting all the tables set. We're doing it, and then sometimes almost immediately that you are not in for a treat that night. Like when I saw Aladdin live at the Muni in St. Louis, I was like, oh, this is not going to go well.
Was it a bad production? I feel like the Muni does good productions.
The Muni has a lot of good productions. I've seen Good Fiddler. I've seen Good Young Frankenstein. Like, they do put on, like, a nice big show. And then sometimes, not as much.
All right.
When you're walking alone. Because jellicles are angelicals do. Jellicles do angelicals would. Jellicles would and jellicles can. Jellicles can and jellicles do.
Yeah. We better stop.
I think this is where it really picks up. Because there are two kinds of songs in Cats. There are true bops, and there's unlistenable crap. And this, I think, is a bop song. It's a little long, but I could groove to this all day.
I'm remembering also that when I saw it, at this moment, is when I Googled the T.S. Eliot poem. I was like, Jellicle, what the F?
The fuck up.
And then I was
You Googled it during the show?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I remember doing that. I was like, what? I don't get this. And then I was like, I think I need to read the source material in real time.
I should have done my homework.
Yeah.
Included in a playbill of Cats really should just be a glossary of terms.
Yeah, I think I'm looking it up now, but I'm like, what is jellicle?
It's a Cockney pronunciation of dear little cats.
Oh.
That is T.S. Eliot's explanation of what a jellicle is.
Is jellicle a real word?
What does it mean? Because we are 1 minute into the song, and these cats are already like, jellicles do this, jellicles do that, and I say, wait, back up. What is a jellicle?
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking at other, it's like, you know, when you Google something, it says people ask, and there's other questions. It's like, what is the point of Cats the musical? Cat is an anthology-style musical that takes place over the course of one night.
Yes.
They gather in a junkyard and they introduce themselves, making a case. I'm like, there we go.
That's it. That's all you need.
So I think once I read that, I remember seeing it, I was like, okay. It's actually very simple, and musicals don't have to be like, you know, this big labor, and like we get kicked out of Anatevka, and
and Laser Wolf is trying to marry your sister.
Yeah.
It's a whole to-do.
It's like, this is it.
When you fall on your head, do you land on your feet? Are you tense when you sense there's a storm in the air?
I might be angelic.
Blind when you're lost in the street. Do you know how to go to the heavy side layer? Because jellicles can.
I don't.
I don't know.
And this is one of many times in Cats where they just start throwing terms at you.
Yeah.
And soon they will explain what the heaviside layer is.
Yes.
It's weird cat heaven, but also a point of reincarnation.
Yeah.
But this show also just loves throwing every London street and location it can at you.
Yeah.
And I never know until I do my research which one it is. Is it a weird cat mythology or is it a London borough?
Yeah, again, a glossary of terms would be necessary.
I think so.
And I think also it's like, this was the first musical, and in general it's like, you know, musicals are supposed to be catchy, and like there's a chorus that comes back, and it's like very easy to remember. But with this, I was like, I haven't seen a lot of Sondheim either, and I think Sondheim is kind of better than this, because you're like, it's like, ooh, rhythmic, but this, I was definitely just like, I feel like I can't grasp onto anything. There we go.
Jellicles do and jellicles can. Jellicles can and jellicles do.
This is a bop.
Really good. And then this sucks. The verses are not good.
Were you Whittington's friend? The Pied Piper's assistant. Have you been in alumnus of heaven and hell?
Stop.
What do you say about heaven and hell?
Have you been an alumnus of heaven and hell?
Interesting.
So that is they're listing qualifications to be a jellicle cat, and among them is you have been
and graduated
and come back from and graduated from heaven and hell.
That's true.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
We are not even 2 minutes into the song.
And there actually is a lot that does not make sense.
No. And we've done the chorus 2 times. And it's getting more and more batshit from here. I love this song so much.
You mean like a minx? What do you mean like a minx? Are you keen to be seen when you're smelling a rat? Were you there when the pharaohs commissioned the Sphinx? If you were and you are, you're a jellicle cat.
What?
Were you there when the pharaohs commissioned the Sphinx? So you and I were just talking about how Cats gives it to you all up front. I feel like, no, never mind, I take it back.
Yeah,
now I'm lost again.
Yes. Because, are they saying that a qualification to go is that you already have gone? Like, you're very old? But it's always a new cat who has not died yet?
The qualification to be a jellicle cat is that you were there when the pharaohs commissioned the Sphinx.
Yeah.
Which was a long time ago.
Yeah, it sounds like you just have to be a cat to be a cat.
And this show is positing that all cats are reincarnated over and over and over again.
Yeah.
As their same selves.
Yeah.
They're not, it's not a Hinduism where you get reincarnated in a different form, as a different species.
Okay.
You get to try some different things on for size. You are the same cat over and over and over again, which is bleak.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
Can you imagine? I would hate to be me over and over again.
Jellicle songs for jellicle cats. 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 We give done to the air like the flying trapeze.
I bet there's great stuff
Yeah.
visually.
We can turn double somersaults round on a tire. We can run up a wall. We can swing through the trees. We can balance on horse. We can walk on a wire. Jellicles can and jellicles do. Jellicles can and jellicles do. Jellicles can and jellicles do. Jellicles can and jellicles do.
It's very impressive that they're singing like this and dancing.
It's unbelievable. I can't stand and sing at the same time.
Was
No
that?
idea. You're losing me.
I don't like the style of singing them.
They're
like
losing
opera.
me with this Hallelujah chorus shit.
Yeah.
I'm also losing 100% of the words,
Yeah.
and I am
I'm hoping the
trying.
movie is a little bit less operatic. And I think we are going to get that with, Jason Derulo and Taylor Swift. But
Idris Elba is a
just wanna make
classically
sure.
trained opera singer.
Yeah. Well, Jason Derulo is. He went to AMDA.
You went to AMDA?
He is opera trained, I'm pretty sure, actually.
Oh my god.
Taylor Swift, we know, is no.
No.
And James Corden was theater. But
Sure.
we've heard carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
And, I definitely want to hear Patrick Stewart sing. But it's about Cats the musical, not the movie.
It's about both. It's about all cultures. Cats the musical,
Yes.
Cats the movie.
Have you seen the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt episode about cats?
Oh, of
my god, that was really good.
It's an exceptional joke, and it's like the second to last episode
yeah,
of the show or
and it's
something.
like Greg Katnier, and it's like you just jump into the show, and then you're like, I don't know, what was his name?
It's Fizzle Biscuit, and they just keep like making up these insane shits, and they're all just doing it off the top of their head.
Welcome.
Not to just recite Tina Fey jokes, but man, an incredible joke.
Yeah.
Life to the Everlasting Cat
Wow.
is what they're going for.
I mean, it is a poem. It's an epic poem.
I think I might be taking back bop status for this song. Oh, no, it's back.
Oh.
No, never mind. They mean it now.
Yeah.
Fanatical cats.
Rhetorical.
Dyspeptical cats. These are not words. Political cat.
Oh.
That's my new character. Do you think
Hysterical cats.
Rabbinic.
They don't discriminate. They should come out with an album, Jellicle Songs for Jellicle Cats.
That's what it should have been
Or
called.
yeah.
They should do one of those, like, Greatest Showman or Hamilton mixtape albums
Yes.
where it's popular
Yes.
artists reinterpreting the songs in their
Yes.
own style, and they call it Jellicle Songs for
Yes.
Jellicle Cats.
Or like, you know how Beyonce did the Lion King soundtrack? Taylor Swift does Jellicle Songs for Jellicle Cat. She kind of curates.
I want it to, if we're doing that, I want it to span her whole musical oeuvre, not just modern pop Taylor.
Sure,
I
of
want
course.
Red Taylor, I want acoustic guitar Taylor
Yeah.
to cover some of these songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because as I talked about with Graham Techler, Gus the Theater Cat is a country music song. This show spans
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
range, but it keeps coming back to this opera stuff.
Yeah.
So that's our opening number.
Yeah. And we get, like, you know, we both started, we're like, it's simple. It's, like, really cut and dry. And then in that song, you know, a lot of actually confusing, you know, kind of check marks for cats.
Yes.
But in general, cats.
Never mind. I take it back. I get why people
Yeah.
are confused.
The song's just saying cats.
It's just like, you know, cats.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, when pressed, Andrew Lloyd Webber said that the show is about cats, and there's no larger meaning
Yeah.
to it beyond that.
There's so many movie musicals and stories that already exist, but, you know, I like things where it's like, I was like, you know, this is fun. There's like, what if we did a musical about cats? And, you know, that I hope that there's musicals like that in the future. It's like, let's unpack rats. I'm sorry, I don't know. Or like, something,
here we go.
something simple as opposed to be like, let's do a remake of Dirty Dancing as a music. That could be good, but
I feel like they did.
you know what I mean? Or like, let's explore the lives of magazines.
What do they do when we're
Yeah.
not around?
Yeah.
What does Life magazine truly want?
Yeah.
What does Cosmopolitan say when we're not reading her?
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So this is we've just done the first song. We have one more
Yeah.
song to cover. But I want to how do you feel this one stacks up against other I think an opening number is one of the most important
Oh, of
songs
course,
in a
of
musical.
course.
And getting that right and really like setting the tableau for
Yeah.
the rest of the show is crucial.
Yes, that just made me want to like think about other opening numbers of musicals.
Right, so I'm thinking about so Les Mis has Look Down, and that's usually the first one that I come to.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a bop. It doesn't do a great job of telling you what the show is going to be.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just sort of prisoners working, or if you're watching the movie, it's prisoners hauling a big boat.
Yeah.
And it doesn't tell you what the show is going to be.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely no Circle of Life. I just uncovered on theaternerds.com the 15 best opening numbers in musical.
Okay.
Yeah, we have like, you know, Hamilton.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's almost no song that does a
Yeah.
better job of like, here it is. Here's your character. Here's everything he's about. Here's his entire history. And also, oops, I killed him. When's that gonna happen?
Yes, or like Hello from Book of Mormon. I haven't seen Book of Mormon, but like I you know, a musical one that it kind of starts out like it's like hello, you know, like it's
My name is Elder Brad.
yeah, like that's.
and I
But this
would
kind
like
of
to
really,
tell you-
I mean, but it comes out, you know, swinging.
It comes out roaring.
Yeah.
And I think it does a good job of telling you what show you're about to see.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of No One Mourns the Wicked. I don't know, they sing kind of operatic in that as well.
For sure.
And that's very like, no one mourns. So I remember listening and I was like, whoa, chill out.
Slow down, everybody. But
Yes.
this is, they're kicking, they're dancing, they're singing. It's about cats. Here are the weird rules. In every song, there's going to be a piece of music in there that is mystifying and you're
Yes.
not going to enjoy listening to.
Exactly.
This is a Rosetta Stone for understanding
Yeah.
the rest of the show.
Yes.
And with that,
Yeah.
we can move on. So we have our cats. This is, our songs are about Jellicle cats. But what do they all want?
Yeah.
Why are we all here?
Yeah, what's happening? And that is a great little melody. I like it.
It just sets a really good mood. I feel like I'm watching the opening credits to like an 80s horror movie, and we're like
Ooh.
panning over like leafy streets.
Yes, I agree.
And there's one actor who's gonna make it big, but in this movie he's like the fifth lead. You're Johnny Depp, Nightmare on Elm Street, etc. It's creepy.
Yes.
Tim Burton should just take this and just
yeah.
put it in his.
It has a spooky vibe.
Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah, we're like, this is Broadway.
Jellicle cats come out tonight. Jellicle cats come one, come all. The Jellicle moon is shining bright. Jellicles come to the Jellicle ball. Jellicle cats come out tonight. Jellicles come to the Jellicle ball. Jellicle cats come out tonight. Jellicle cats come one, come all. The Jellicle moon is shining bright. Jellicles come to the Jellicle ball. Jellicle cats come out tonight. Jellicle cats come one, come all. The Jellicle moon is shining bright. Jellicles come to the Jellicle ball. Jellicle cats meet
Okay.
once a year
Uh-huh.
at the Jellicle ball, where we all rejoice.
Great, got it.
Jellicle leader will soon appear
Okay.
and make what is known as the Jellicle choice.
Oh, we got,
Everything's
we got
dark.
the creepy plane
Just
descending.
before dawn, through a silence you feel you could cut with a knife,
Wow.
announces the cat, who can now be reborn and come back to a different Jellicle life. For waiting up there is the heavy side layer,
Okay.
with wonders one Jellicle only will see. And Jellicles ask, because Jellicles dare, who will it be?
Oh.
There we go.
So it's not a banger. It's not one I'm gonna put on my playlist, my
Exactly.
Broadway shows, and just like really listen to that one.
Yeah, you're not gonna go back to it.
But it's an effective piece.
Yes.
Here you go. Jellicle
Yeah.
Cats. They meet once a year at the Jellicle Ball. That's us. We're here now. Our leader, Judi Dench, is going to decide tonight
Yes.
who gets to go to the heavy side layer.
Yeah.
Who gets to go to the land of milk and honey? Who's it gonna be? Could
Yeah.
it be Judi Dench? Maybe. We don't know.
Oh right. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And it's that. There we go. Now it's clear.
I love the 80s, like, synthing, dissenting sort of
Yes.
sound. It's hard. I don't know enough about music to be able to
Yeah, yeah.
quantify what that sound
There's something
is.
there.
But it's the opposite of that sound that is always ascending, and this is just that, like...
Yeah.
There's some creepy shit in here. That's some effective creepy shit.
Yeah. And then I think even though there's that song, I definitely remember still being confused. I was like, okay, now each cat has their own song where they just say, like, oh, Rum Tum Tugger, he's curious. That's it.
He's a curious cat. If
Yeah.
you give him pheasant, he would rather have grouse,
Yes.
etc.
Yeah.
Do you think giving... I don't know what cat is singing this particular part, but do you
Yeah.
think maybe if they had like a PowerPoint presentation that it would help a little bit?
Absolutely.
If he's clicking through slides,
Yeah.
he's like, right, okay, okay, and then there's a cat,
Yes.
right, and he's gonna go to heaven at the end of all
Yeah,
of this. This is the moment in Cats where you're through the Scientology introductory course.
Yes.
And then they're finally like, okay, so here's what we really believe. Here is what is actually going on here.
And I'm like, in the songs, do they kind of make their case? Do they say, hey, pick me because...
Basically,
they just say, this is who I am.
Yeah, they don't do a very good job with a cover letter. It really is just a resume.
Yeah.
It really is just like, here I am, here's my skills, here's kind of my whole thing.
And the old Gumby Cat, that's it's someone singing about Jenny Any Dots, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes they're singing about each other.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, this cat's like this. So like, ooh, McCavity.
That's a sexy cat.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Idris Elba.
Oh.
I bet it'll be good.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
So.
He does look kind of scary in it.
I'm excited. He's supposed to be a scary, creepy cat.
Yeah.
Who also has powers of levitation. I want to see how they interpret that bit.
Yes.
And he's going to, spoilers, steal Judi Dench at some point.
Right.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
So we are now broaching on the topic of the movie, which is certainly why anyone is thinking or talking about Cats right now.
Yeah.
Which is certainly why I started doing this show, because suddenly the floodgates had opened.
Yes. Because I think there's a lot of people who have never seen Cats.
100%.
But they know about Cats, and they know that Cats, they're like, oh, Cats is like a weird musical. Very musical theater-y, like very classic. But then there were so many people that were horrified at the way that the Cats looked on film. But it was just blowing up Twitter, and I remember seeing things about, and then agreeing with like, well, what else did you want them to look like? Like, that is how they look in the musical. I think that it would have been weirder if it was cats on four legs.
I think that most people want, and this is just my sense from talking to a lot of people about Cats at this point, is that most people would have been fine with actors in leotards.
Sure, I think it's the CGI on
It's
the face.
weird CGI face on the CGI body that raises all kinds of questions.
Yes.
And the one that we keep coming back to is that the cats have human breasts, right? It's an unavoidable aspect of this. And in the Broadway show, yes, the cats have human breasts because they are human actors wearing skin-tight outfits.
Yeah.
But if you are going to bother to create them digitally,
that's true. You could,
why not take out the mammalian breast?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just a sticking point for a lot of people. The scale of the cats is very confusing to a lot of people.
With the giant chairs and the table, and it like looks like they're very little.
Like the cat is at one point, our main cat is holding a knife, and the knife looks to be larger than the cat.
Yes.
And that is not how knives do.
That's not how knives do.
That's not how cats be.
And I'm interested to see, like, because like in the musical it's just like a stage and you have this kind of junkyard like surrounding set, and then most of the it's like there's not really action. They're just mostly dancing, and like when they're not, and it's not about them, like I feel like they're on the stage the whole time and they're just kind of around, and so you can see glimpses of like settings and like they're going through all this stuff. So I'm curious about that and also the dancing.
And the craziest thing to me about all of this is that Cats is one of the most phenomenally successful musicals in the history of Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
There is, like, The Lion King is the only thing bigger than fucking Cats. Wow. Cats made $2 billion in 1 year.
Wow.
Cats made fucking Avatar money.
Wow.
In the 80s.
And it was a hit right away when it came out?
It was a huge, because it starts in London. Huge hit. Sure. Smash. Oh. And then they bring it on over to New York 2 years later. Huge, gigantic show. Right out, it's not a slow boomer. It is gigantic right out of the gate.
Wow.
They remodel the theater it's in to be better suited for Cats. There's so much crazy shit about Cats. Yeah. Everyone of a certain age that was in New York in like 1983 saw Cats. You just did. And now it's sort of been forgotten, but in our dredging up of everything 80s, we have pulled sorry about that. We have pulled everything 80s back out of the ground.
Yes.
Like we were watching Dairy Girls this morning, 80s, Blinded by the Light, 80s,
oh, really?
Stranger Things, 80s. Like it's just we are drowning again in the crimped hair and the big earrings and everything.
Yes.
And is this Is this it? Has it all been building to the revival of Cats?
Do we die after we see the movie?
Do we all?
Yeah. Well, then that makes me kind of more excited to see a movie musical about, like, that is a little bit more obscure, I think, than, like, I don't know. I mean, Hairspray is good. I don't know.
We love Hairspray.
And, like, what does this say about society? Absolutely nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing.
It has
no
larger commentary.
Yeah.
It is just this innocuous, tiny thing. Because almost every movie or TV show that's big in the 80s, there's some economic or Reagan or Cold War reason that we're like, yeah, we understand why people were really into, like, Invasion of the Body Snatchers again.
Yes.
Like, we understand that.
Yeah.
So why?
I was trying to think, I'm thinking of, like, other movie musicals that are coming out eventually, like, soon. Like, they're, like, working on West Side Story and In the Heights.
Yeah, and The Heights next year, I think. West Side Story, isn't that going to be in Spanish? Or, like, largely in Spanish or something? Or maybe it's Portuguese. Maybe I'm a huge racist.
The Prom... They're making that into a movie.
The Prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just had, like, not that long ago, we had Into the Woods and Jersey Boys, and those movies are already lost to history. No one remembers that those came out, but we keep trying.
Yes,
I guess we're in a musical thing. The Greatest Showman last year, a gigantic movie.
I thought it was so great.
I still haven't seen it, but I am continually trying to convince my girlfriend who you met to watch The Greatest Showman.
It's really fun.
Tell me, do you want to go to the big old circus? And there's not... P.T. Barnum never did anything wrong, which is what I love about him.
That's the whole thing. But I was like, whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, not whatever. It's
we lionize Walt Disney and all of these people, so, like, why is P.T. Barnum any worse? I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm definitely interested in who was the first person to be like, let's do Cats.
Let's do Cats. It's Andrew Lloyd Webber's pet project. He started this when he was like 15, 14 or 15.
The musical?
He's taking these T.S. Eliot poems that all of the lyrics are taken from.
Yes.
And he's converting them to music, like, in high school. The coolest kid on the block. Obviously. Very popular and well liked.
Yes. He's got kind of a weird face.
He's got a lot going on. And he
has a weird face.
He's got a weird face.
Yeah.
And Phantom of the Opera is definitely not how he feels all the time.
Oh my god. Oh.
He's he's in love with this beautiful singer who maybe doesn't have all the talent in the world, and he's just obsessed with her, and eventually they are together in real life, but not so much in Phantom of the Opera.
Yes. Are him and Sondheim, like, pretty contemporary? Like, well, I mean, he's a little bit younger than Sondheim, right? Or, like,
a little bit.
I'm just curious about that. I just watched, like, 6 by Sondheim, so...
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm like, that's kind of, cool. But now I'm just imagining a high schooler, like, look at this long poem about cats.
And I'm going to turn this into a stage musical.
Yes.
Oh, we met someone, Beowulf, it's coming, all the famous long poems, Dante's Inferno. Actually, okay, hold on. Nobody, TM, Dante's Inferno, the musical is mine.
Yeah.
And I am going to take that and run with it. So Sondheim is like 1930. So he's a little bit, that's when he's born. That's not when he's like his height.
Yeah.
But he is...
But
a little
these are two
bit
big
before.
guys in musical theater, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber is... I feel kind of responding to early Sondheim. Because early Sondheim is like, funny thing happened on the way to the Forum, a little night music. And then in the 70s, it becomes a whole different beast. Then he's Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Then he's Sunday in the Park with George, Into the Woods, Assassins.
Wow.
He wrote lyrics for fucking West Side Story and Gypsy.
Right.
So he's one of the guys. And maybe there's some... And I need to get people who are better versed in musical theater than myself to call in and be experts, because I'm trying to like sort out this timeline gradually. Yeah. And then almost every episode someone brings me a new morsel, a new clue that helps paint this beautiful picture of Cats.
Well, I just Googled Andrew Lloyd Webber inspiration for Cats, because I'm like, what's the deal?
Why?
And it says at the star-studded Cats opening, Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber talked to NewYork.com about his deep affection for felines. These creatures helped inspire the musical Okay.
Okay, yeah.
What was the inspiration for Cats? Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see a documentary about that.
Yes. I want, oh God, the Cats Twitter account is so disappointing to me right now. Because 2 days in a row, they produced two of the greatest, like, pieces of cinema in history. Because they did that behind the scenes featurette, where it's like Taylor Swift is like, we need to get into the heads of the
Yeah,
cats.
and they're like in this big studio.
And it's like massive and so pompous and self-important. And then the next day they drop the Cats trailer, which is the greatest short film in history.
My God, it's gonna
like
be good.
the most impactful trailer since the first Star is Born trailer,
Why
where
is
we
Judi
all
Dench
were
wearing
like,
a fur coat?
it's incredible. We're all talking about it. People that have no interest in Cats before this, or certainly after, are gonna go see this movie.
And everyone's like,
even
I'm
ironically.
horrified. I'm horrified. And I'm like, people are horrified by what they don't understand.
They're just afraid to love it.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
afraid of what's inside of themselves.
I know, and they're afraid.
Yeah.
I forget what I was gonna say.
That's all right. Let me ask the person who's doing an Emmys show tonight,
Oh,
because we have an ongoing thing, and I like to get where everybody's at.
Okay.
Now, we haven't seen the movie, but Oscar Gold. What are you feeling for Cats? Again, we haven't seen it. Oscar season is so far away.
Yeah.
But I want to get a gauge of where you're at.
Yeah. I feel like maybe not effects, because people are gonna be like, that was messed up what you did with the CGI. But I feel like maybe like the set design or something could be cool.
How could they not?
Because it's clearly they built that whole thing.
And what would that be up against? Like, art direction and set design, it has to be the clincher, because everything else is on, like, elaborate CGI sets.
Yeah.
I don't know about any kind of The Favorite coming out this year or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm like, what else is going to be up for... I hope Hustlers win something. Anyways, maybe Judi Dench, Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
Will this be it for... Did she win for Dreamgirls?
She did win for Dreamgirls.
Oh, okay. So maybe not.
Maybe not. We already tried. We already gave it to her.
Yeah. Set design, ensemble. I feel like that's what they give, like, movies that have a lot of famous
At the
people.
SAG Awards, you're gonna get, like, an ensemble award.
And also, you were talking about, like, the making of the behind the scenes. I'm like, what was that process like? You know, with, like, a bunch of celebrities, I feel like it's, like, there's moments where it's, like, oh, like, we're waiting on Idris Elba, and then Taylor Swift's, like... You know, or like and they're probably popping in and out of rehearsal. I'm just curious about that process.
I want to hear, Idris is he hopping off set to go record his rap album and then hopping back?
Yeah, I'm more interested in that process than, like, the making of, like, a Marvel movie where it's like, okay, we got Downey Jr. on set today doing his green screen stuff, but, Tom, whatever his name is, isn't here. And,
we're going to get Tom tomorrow, and then we'll piece it all together.
Yeah, but clearly, like, Taylor Swift was in rehearsals with people and,
When did she film this?
Oh, yeah.
Because Reputation... and Lover are not far apart.
Yes,
those are
true.
like. Did she film it? And those tours are long. She goes on
God.
these 6-month-long tours. When does she film Cats?
Yeah, I'm very curious about the schedule. Can someone get us the schedule?
Can we get the first AD of Cats on the show?
And who's number one on the call sheet? That's
who was number one? It's got to be Taylor.
No,
I don't think Taylor signs up for a movie if she's not number one. Because Taylor takes a break. Taylor has not, like, been in a movie since fucking Valentine's Day when she was dating Taylor Lautner.
Oh my God.
And they both look identical. They look like they could be siblings.
It wouldn't be. I mean, I don't want her as number one.
I don't either, but I think
Dench.
that's just what the world is like. I think that's just where we are.
Yeah, and it's like with this movie, it's like there's not a one star, except maybe it's like, what's it?
I mean...
Memory. What's the name of that guy?
Grisabella.
Oh, Grisabella, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, we have Jennifer Hudson, we have Idris Elba, we have fucking Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Do you think he's gonna give us a Jason Derulo in Cats?
Oh, I think there's gonna be something. Oh, Jason
Do you think he's gonna drop one of those for us?
I would.
I think it's in his contract.
I would get up and be like, no!
I would applaud.
I'm curious if there's going to be any product placement, like how corporate this is going to be. I'm also curious about how they're going to do the music. Like, is it going to sound like this, or are they going to make it sound a little bit more modern?
I
don't know.
They're gonna. They must.
Yeah.
They're going to spice this up. They're going to make it a little bit more approachable.
Yeah.
They're gonna change and modify some things because he has no problem doing that, Mr. Tom Hooper.
Yeah.
Hoops. He has
Yeah.
no problem doing that.
And Sondheim. Oops, sorry. And Julia Rubber. He's like, okay, you can mess with it. So
go for it.
I'm very curious. Got to see it.
We all have to see it, and we all are going to see it. I'm
Yeah.
on your Facebook event.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I am going to be there.
When a date comes out for like a lot of things, I like put it on the calendar. But I was just like I want to see this on opening night because
With a room full of excited people.
Yeah, because now it's like, going to the movies is a whole thing, but like with a lot of movies, it's like people are immediately tweeting about it after the first weekend, like you gotta see this, and I feel that sometimes affects how I see movies. I'm like, oh, well, apparently everyone loves it, and I want to be part of influencing people to see the movie.
So many movies, even now, they come and go. They'll come out for a week, they disappear, we're not talking about it anymore.
Yeah.
Cats, we have been talking about nonstop since July when that trailer dropped.
Yeah.
And I need a second trailer, Cats, please.
Yeah.
I have some content to drum up, please.
Yes,
I have a show
absolutely.
to run.
I'd like to see a little bit more of Mr. Mistopheles.
Please.
I think that was definitely my favorite number, I remember.
It's a great number.
I was like, he's doing splits, and yeah, what's her name as, like, what's the famous ballet dancer or something? Who is she playing?
Victoria.
Oh yeah,
the
who's,
white
like,
cat.
the new cat. Does she have a song? No, she's just like the outsider who's like learning about all this.
This is tough because they are changing Cats to at least some significant degree in a lot of ways. They've added dialogue.
Oh, yes.
Which does not exist in Cats the Musical.
Yes.
Like, there are moments in that trailer where Ian McKellen's like, "You're destined to be a cat," or whatever.
God.
Like, we're going to get dialogue scenes. We're going to get a plot. Like, it really at least that first trailer is like, welcome to this world of cats, new cats.
Yeah.
She's our audience eyes into this world.
Yes. But Victoria's in the musical.
Yes.
Okay.
But is not a protagonist by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I think they're making it like she's like this young ingenue who's like, what's happening?
She's fucking Harry Potter. She's our eyes into this world that she doesn't know or understand.
Interesting.
Yeah, there are big changes on the horizon.
On the big changes on the
We're going to hear Idris Elba sing.
Yeah, and I know that he's a DJ.
He is a DJ.
But
and again, he does have a rap album coming.
He does?
We're all excited, yes.
Oh my God.
If you listened to Taylor Swift's album Lover, you did hear him talking.
Yes.
You did not hear him singing.
Yeah.
On London Boy, an incredible song.
Oh, great. Yes, I like
a
it.
mild rewrite away from being a Lonely Island song.
That's so true. It's like, naming so many things.
You know I love a London boy, I enjoy.
Yes. And then it's like...
Darling, I fancy you. There's literally a song in Popstar that does the exact same thing.
Oh, yeah.
About Spain.
Oh, yes. I love Popstar.
Incredible. So, we're at the end of the show.
Okay.
We've made it. You are free to be released.
My brain is exhausted with cats.
Your debt has been paid. Where can the people find you? What do you want them to know about?
I would say I love followers. They did tangible results. I did like monologues for Kaleidoscope, a little inside, and then he was like, "What do you want me to plug?" I was like, "Plug my social media handles. I want a tangible result from this."
I want to see a spike.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Messy Roth, MESSYROTH, and that's where you hear about shows, and pics.
It's a good follow.
Yeah, it's a really, really good follow.
Do you want them to know about your hit song?
Oh yes, and then also you could look me up on Spotify under Jesse Roth. I wrote a song that I produced with my friend Doug Wydick, and I got other people to sing and rap on it. And it's called "No One Makes Me Come As Hard As I Do," and I'm trying to get as many remixes as I can.
Wow.
Kind of the Lil Nas X route. So if you know Logic, hit me up and you want to do a remix.
Every album cover will have one more horse, just like Lil Nas X.
Oh, is that how it is?
That's every Old Town Road release has just like another horse
Oh,
on
that's
it.
fun. I love that.
And they're a different color.
Yeah, I'm really trying to exhaust it and just like keep it as... I mean, the topic is relevant always, but I'm trying to make it always relevant.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let's see. As always, you can listen to my other shows, the Puff and Publishing Podcast, which is an improv comedy show, and the Jive Action Nerds, a tabletop RPG show. patreon.com/tvskevin, support this show and all the other nonsense that I do. And you can read my short stories, The Cola Wars, about the bloody conflict between Coke and Pepsi, on that Patreon for free, or on the WordPress, chekhovsgunman.wordpress.com. They're for everybody. One day I'll put them in a book, but right now I'm just getting some shit out there. And we'll be back next week with further discussion of cats. Go fuck yourself.
Finest girl I ever met in my whole life. Wanna take her home, make her my wife. Knew she was a freak when she started talking. She said, fuck me like we fucked Bin Laden. Ooh, oh, that girl was a freak. She said she wanted me to fuck her harder than the military. Fuck Bin Laden. Fuck Bin Laden. Fuck Bin Laden. She wanted to fuck me harder than the US government. Fuck Bin Laden. She was a freaky kind of girl, kept up on current events from all around the world. More specifically, one event, the time Osama Bin Laden got shot in the head. She said, do me like that, but I couldn't track the metaphor. That said, I can see you horny like a stegosaur. That said, again, your request is so irregular. She put on a beard, I started looking at the exit door. Then a turban, then a tunic. She said, invade my cave with your special unit. I said he wasn't in a cave, but there was no stopping. She demanded that I fuck her like we fuck Bin Laden. Fuck Bin Laden. Fuck Bin Laden. She wanted to fuck me harder than the US government. Fuck Bin Laden. This girl requested intercourse to bring in a climax with the clinical efficiency of the assassination of Bin Laden. You're harboring a fugitive. That ass. And my justice will be punitive. I'm a smash. Night vision, they could see us through my GoPro. She tried to negotiate, I say that's a no-no. Now I'm creeping in her bedroom like go, go. She tells me to go low. Then looks down and says I gotta terrorize that pussy. Gotta terrorize that pussy. So I did it. Improvise some crazy shit. SEAL Team 69, executing the hit. She said you finished me off, now throw my body in the ocean. I yelled Geronimo, then took some pictures for posting. The president called, he said congratulations Connor. I said Mr. President, to what do I owe this honor? He said come give me the deets in the White House garden. I got to know how you fucked her like we fuck Bin Laden.